All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. So, it's time to talk about the last call mission that's going to be in rotation, as there are 3 missions that will rotate back around, and we have those 3 call missions to do. The other 2 already have videos. And now, you're in this one. So, this is Prison Break.
Is best camp.
And this has similar objectives to what we've seen before. We got the 5 gene stamps down here. We have destroy 5 sentient Immunods, which I'll point out. We have a slightly more unique one, which is find 4 passwords and unlock the cache, which is at the end of the mission. We have to find Kahl's missing floof, which is our single collectible objective for this one. Break 5 veils, and then complete the mission without dying. So it seems like we're always going to have complete the mission without dying and break some veils, which makes sense. Seems like those are just going to be consistent across, but of course we won't know exactly how consistent these missions are week to week until we actually see a couple of rotations here. But yeah, this is Prison Break. My overall impression of it is like, it's fine. Just like all the other call missions, it's basically the same as them with a different mission, like tile set, really. And also, this is the initial starter mission again, except for you start with the jetpack and everything. And this is literally exactly where you start that quest. It is the same mission, but with collectibles in it. And I don't think that is such a bad thing, because I have a fun time playing as Kahl.
Yes,
I really do.
Kahl do.
But
Mark Brothers.
the challenges need to be, I think, more clean as a go through, where they're better marked and you have a loot radar maybe or something, in order to make it so that week to week this isn't just kind of a slog. Because the way that it's structured right now, my main criticism is that you kind of have to scrape every single tile for fear of missing stuff. And we know, again, that we're gonna get the the halfway progress where you can remove 3 veils and then come back and remove the other 2 if you wanted to do more than one run. But for stuff like the 4 passwords and then the cache, you're gonna need all 4 in order to open the cache. So you have to do that all in one run. And the find the single floof, obviously it's just the one thing which you can miss. So there's not the safeties for those types of things, of course. But it's just in general, if you're gonna be doing this every week, it needs to be, I think, a little cleaner in general, in terms of how you're getting to that completion each week, basically. Okay, so we have these enemies here. Yeah, opening the map, and you're basically just going to want to do exterior collisions as well as you can. This mission especially has a lot of really slow stuff in it. It is by far the longest one. And over here we have a Grenier that can have a gene stamp, and then up and around here I haven't seen there be much of anything. You have to go to that end of that hallway. I would highly suggest getting good at the kind of jump off with the jetpack that you can do to get some speed here, because it's going to be a lot of searching. Then at this side we have another Grenier body. Worth noting, and we have it again, this gene stamp does not mark itself, so you will just need to pick it up, and you'll just have to walk right up to the body and check it. This one does not mark itself like a lot of the other ones do. It's just bugged right now, I'm sure, but that is a consideration, that one can be bugged, which honestly sucks. Because if you missed that one just because it wasn't marked, I'm sorry. That is unfortunate. Yeah, and then we're doing what we did in the first introductory mission for Kahl's standalone missions, which is getting these guys out of the armor stuff. There's another Grenier here where you can get a gene stamp, and then just generally around here you just want to check and make sure there's no other dudes. I haven't seen any on the sides of these this room in particular, but it's not to say they can't technically spawn there. I don't know every single spawn. Oh, here's one right here.
You rest now.
So yeah, you basically just want to do your full exterior check on every single room you go into, which is not great. I think that it would be a better experience if you had kind of a whatever tile you're in radar, where I walked in here and I'm oh, there's a gene stamp in this room, and I could just play it normally and know I need to collect that stuff and do those things, because I think that's more streamlined and less frustrating whenever I'm spending most of my time in these missions just kind of walking around and being okay, there's enemies here, sure, but have I looked at the ground enough? Like, have I looked at everybody and gone near them all? Have I just, like, flown around in, like, the full square that is this mission? Like, that kind of stuff is not great. Also, before we even move forward here, you got to immediately backtrack, which is also not great. And I don't know if anything can even spawn back here. It's certainly possible that nothing can spawn back here, which just brings up the question of why this room exists, which is notable. But now that I have a Grenier with me, I have command mode unlocked. We can use them to open this door. Like I said, I don't know if anything can actually even spawn in here. But just in case, like the floof can spawn in here or whatever, you should probably check it. So yeah, you're gonna have to keep a lookout for all of those doors. I'm gonna note where all of them are and everything like that. And yeah, this is gonna be long. It took a long go through to get like all the challenges in like the first run that I did, except for the like don't die one, because the don't die one can very easily be failed if you run into wall mines. Most of the enemies are not like a huge threat in this mission, but the wall trap is an extremely big threat. I'll point one out whenever we like next see one, but it's very easy to just die from them because they just do an obscene amount of damage. Also, obviously, you have like the Grenier here with their veils and everything. Throw your 3 at them and then like deveil them as you would in all of the other missions. That works as expected. And also adds to your little squad, which is nice for getting all of them taken care of. Okay, in this room, I am not going to show you the full check because it's long. You want to start this up, obviously, and then down here we have one of our gene tags. You can get any ones that you like see immediately. Obviously, you just like go down and grab it. But the best way to check this room is unironically to start on the top floor, do a full circuit, and make sure you didn't miss anything. Move 1 level down, do a full circuit, make sure you didn't miss anything, and so on and so forth. Because otherwise you might miss something, and there is a point of no return in this mission. So if you miss stuff, you're gonna feel it pretty badly. You definitely do not want to miss anything and have to run this mission like 3 or 4 times or something like that. That would be a colossal pain in the ass. Also, leaving like a Grenier in there and like just commanding them to go where you need them to go, just like you did in like the opening mission. This is like exactly the same. It's literally the same room and like basically the same tiles so far. So not really anything different here. This is the room where you would have gotten the jetpack before, and then just making sure that you go and let this guy out. You can, while you're waiting for this, like especially initially, you can do like your like run around. Because like you don't initially have to sit in there, like sit in the circle, so you can just do your run around, get like the top one done. You've already checked the middle, obviously. Go down here and like start running around before you have to sit in one of the circles. Oh, whoop. Send this here, and like I can just continue searching around, going in circles. This door down here will open whenever you're done with this room. Same for that door over there. Well, the circle's right in front of this. Fine. Yeah, lots of like waiting. I would suggest honestly like just like searching mostly and not really caring about fighting. You could do a second run for just like worrying about the kills, or worrying about not dying, because like just making sure you search super thoroughly and get all of like the objectives that need you to get multiple things done is probably what I would suggest first. Although it's like not too difficult to not die, if I'm honest, because the thing, it might not even have spawned in. They're basically like these orbs all over some walls. I wonder if they like removed them, because normally it would be on this wall. This is the one I died to earlier. They're like orbs that are all over the walls, but if you walk in front of them, they all like pop out and explode. And they do enough damage to kill Warframes. So like, it of course can kill Kahl. Like if you get hit by the whole thing, you pretty much just die, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, and then down the sides here, you'll end up, this is like your first Immunode, so you can use your command mode and click destroy target, which is what you have to do for that objective. Wait for your guys to like throw down the bomb, blow the thing up.
Good boom.
And then we have another one of our objectives in here. So these rocks, luckily they glow orange if you go into command mode, so they're a little easier to spot. But click these,
Go to place.
have one of your guys put down a bomb, blow it up. And these are the passwords. They just look like this. You don't have to memorize these at all. You don't have to worry about it. You just have to make sure you walk up to it and press X. So like in the top, you can see it's giving me progress, which is actually weird because I've already completed that. And it shouldn't be progress up there, but it is. So there's that. And then we also have one of the gene tags in this room. Also, the floof can like spawn in like the corners of this room. It is, like the floof itself is white. It's a white quokka. But like the red light of these rooms can really make it pretty simple for it to blend in. So good luck, basically. Can spawn, you know, very randomly.
This is all over soon.
Then one of our Veil guys. Getting as many of these guys as you can is like pretty nice. Just because like for the boss of this, it's gonna take a while, kind of no matter what you do. Also, we have another like piece of rubble over there. We can send them to go get this. Pretty much all of those pieces of rubble will have a password behind them. We'll just wait for one of the Grineer to eventually waltz over here. I'm just gonna do these two. Basically, just look for this. I can show you where some of them might be. Are we doing stuff here? Are we doing it? Just thinking about it. Please do it. Thank you. Yeah, the AI is a little slow to do these. You can just grab that. Like I'll probably end up doing them all anyway. Head over here. Make sure you don't forget this. The opposite side also has. It's worth noting there are like way more Immunodes than you actually need. There's like a ton more than you actually need. And here's another gene tag possible spawn. Like watch the ground just in case the quokka is in one of these rooms. Yeah, blow this up. After you've blown up 5 of these, it's worth noting 3 of them are mandatory for you to blow up, for you to like progress the mission. But I think they are destructible without using the command, and you do specifically need to use the command in order to get the progress. Oh no, here we go. Here's these orbs. So these things will just like absolutely devastate you. Like they will pop out of the wall, and like that can just straight up kill you, especially if you're in like the center of it. It will like just end your life. It will do immense amounts of damage. You really want to avoid those at all costs, or at least like trigger them safely. Also, we have another wall that you can blow up here with one of your dudes. You might also just be able to shoot it. Now it does 0. Yeah, you can open this up. I don't know if, well, once again, I don't know if anything can actually spawn in these walls. But it is a thing that you can blow up. And it might be like where the quokka could theoretically be, or any other collectible could possibly be in here. So it's a thing to consider. Usually, whenever you encounter those doors on this tile set, the operator opens them. But in this case, it is the Grineer. Yeah, there might be like a gene tag or something I missed in here, but just search thoroughly every single level, so on and so forth. Moving on from here. Those 2 Immunodes are always there, and then there is immediately 2 more right here. Like I said, though, you do not have to like get all of them. 3 of them are going to be mandatory. I think there is possibly a spawn here, though, so you might as well walk over here and check anyway. And you could blow up those Immunodes if you want to. Just making sure you check for like possible Grineer bodies, or like if the quokka can spawn on the edge. It's not really known all the locations it can be. And in this room here, I have not had anything spawn in this like hallway up so far, but it is, you know, it's still be on the lookout and be careful with it. Oh, I ran out of jetpack. Whoopsies. Thought I was going to infinite fall for a second there. That would have been really unfortunate. Yeah, this is the room where you have to destroy 3 Immunodes. The AI can be really frustrating here, where they can just like be super slow. But just give them the order and then like fly to the next one. There's 3 in here. So I think like there's a rock area that can spawn somewhere over here. They're still working on that. If we go up here, up top, over on the opposite one here, you can see the Soma Chord. That's the first of 2 that are in this mission. There are 2 Soma Chords in this one. So keep that in mind. You are going to have to collect 2 of them. One of them is over there.
Go quick. For the brothers. Kahl taking fire.
Got a veiled guy here, which I will take care of whenever I can, I guess. Whenever he hits the ground.
No wood boom, brother.
Alright, just a lot of red on my screen right now. Here we are. Here, just add another guy to the squad. That one's blown up. We can send one of our dudes over here. And then once this is blown up, you'll have to blow up this like middle bit here because it's being shielded by all of them. And then progress will be in this direction, so don't go this way first. You have to go that way first. There pretty much is guaranteed to be collectibles over in this direction. Using a grenade to blow that thing up. Then head it off. It's over here. There's a bunch of area to search. You have like immediately to your left where there is a possible gene tag. Over here you have another Immunod and our other Soma Chord. So if your other Soma Chord will be like right there. You're gonna blow these up and so on and so forth. You can shoot these red ones and they'll create platforms, which will help you search a little faster and get over here without having to worry too much about the jetpack. Another Immunod, and then back in here, this is where I originally found the Quokka flew for the first time, so hopefully it's in here for you as well. I know for a fact it can spawn in this little corner right next to this Grenier body. Fortunately, we're not seeing that here. And then we have like another Immunode and stuff as well, but looks like we get nothing. I've also had like a veiled guy spawn in there. Pretty much all of the objectives can really spawn in there. Oh, here's a veiled guy, speaking of which. Alright, he flew up. Come on. Fly down here, bud. Alright. Give me a second. He's just boosting around. Grab this guy. Okay, that guy is deveiled now. Then moving on from here, we can just head this direction. There is another room right here. This has another possible gene tag right here, and then obviously we have this rubble, which we can clear. And then pretty much anytime you blow these up, it's going to have... Like, these pretty much just say that the passcode thing is under it. Like, pretty much exactly. So that's there. We only need one more of those. Moving on and over here. Nothing there. There's another Immunode here, which doesn't really matter, I don't think. Because like I said, there's just tons of them, so it doesn't really make a difference. I don't think anything can spawn out on there. I don't even know that you can get to over there, but like might as well at least look just in case. So you can get there. It's on the map. So yeah, you can theoretically get over there. We didn't have anything over there though. Oh yeah, also this is an important thing. We have a Grenier that's down here. You can command the other Grenier to revive them, so you don't have to go and do that, which should save you a lot of headache. And then over here, I know stuff can spawn. Yeah, there's one here. There's like a possible gene tag from this body here, so make sure you check that. And then from here, we head to our point of no return. I think there's 2 points of no return, but I could be wrong about that. Okay, we have that all there. Want to check that side and then run over here and check this side. Just make sure you're all good before continuing through. Checking all your edges and all that business. And then here is our point of no return. It's that same like ship flight from before that you did whenever like you were here for the like initial tutorial mission. Same thing, just like, you know, release yourself or whatever. And then we do like this like cool flying sequence. I don't know that you actually have to do anything during this. You can probably just hang out. I'm actually gonna try like literally doing nothing to see if it even changes anything. Because I think this is just like a sequence that you just like you basically just flying through it. Yeah, because I'm not taking damage here or anything. I think this just is what it is. Yeah, like it's like fun to shoot this though. So like you can shoot dudes if you want to, and like you shoot the big crystals and stuff too. She always says hull integrity is dropping, even if you killed everybody. It's a cool little sequence though. It's neat. There's no objectives here. Like shooting the crystals doesn't do anything to my knowledge or anything like that. Like there's nothing like kind of extra to do or anything like that.
Losing control.
Yeah, this always happens. Yes, here we are. We have the ability to pick up the Grattler again.
Stop doing that.
So we have that for us. And then we have to check up here for any Grenier or anything like that. And you are going to want to have them blow up that Immunode, because otherwise it's a huge pain to like get these sentients to die, because they will just be invincible. I have another Veil.
Your brothers wait.
Another Veil. We really get like a whole like Grenier squadron going here, which, like I said, is nice for the boss. Oh, they still haven't blown this up? Maybe eventually. Come on, fall down. Alright, well, please fall down. Alright, hit him directly. Yeah, they sometimes just don't cooperate with like being knocked down or anything like that. Okay. Moving on, we got a bunch of veils broken and so on and so forth. Moving on into here. Got another Immunode. And we have this big old room where we're gonna do like basically the same objective as before. This room can be like, I think, 2 different rooms. I think there's 2 different rooms this like can be. One of them is like a much more like big flat room, but like the same rules apply to both those rooms. Go to the top level. Don't get blown up and killed by those things, like I said earlier. You have the Grattler at this point, which is nice. You can just like kill all these enemies super easily. Once those guys are in that, you can just like move around. Yeah, just making sure like you check like the entirety of each floor. You know, just like do your full exterior collisions and so on. And wait in these things. Also worth noting, for regrouping, if you hold right click and then press G, it does it instantly. So that's nice. And then while like we're getting this first part, yeah, we have another gene tag right here. And like we'll want to check like all of these doors that are not objective. There's one on each side that we'll have to go down each hallway. Just in our way. throw these guys in here. Once they're in the circle, you can pretty much just move away and like keep searching and wait for that second one to pop. Once you have the Grattler, things are like pretty chill in terms of like difficulty of like taking down the sentients. I think, pretty sure this way's progression. Yeah. Looks like it, I think. It'll tell you though whenever like this objective is complete, basically. Just hanging out in my banana shoes. Okay. So with that done, you're free. Regroup. Don't go that way. Yeah, just don't go the way with the green icon. Basically, we have another Grenier body there that can be one of our team tags.
Kahl heard of this one.
Another Immunode. Here's the Quokka. This is what it looks like. Honestly, way easier to see out here. But yeah, near these things is generally where I've seen people be finding them. But yeah, there's the Quokka, the one of this big old ear white Quokka. And like another Immunode if you still need that, and so on. And then moving on back here, we'll see if we can't find that last password. Nothing's glowing green here for us. Probably just down this way, which is like the only way we haven't gone. But luckily, like for the password thing, the rocks are like, you know, they're pretty big, so they're not like super hard to miss. Like it's definitely possible. We can get another one of our tags there potentially. Looks like no rocks over here. I'm pretty sure I think the boss room might have the possibility of having the rocks in it for like the last password code. I'm not 100% sure. I know the cache is in there. That's just one of the things that holds dudes. But yeah. Not seeing the rocks. Although, I think we searched down low, I believe, right? Oh, no, there's one of these, though. Okay. Wait, no, is that? No, it's not. Never mind. I thought there was another one of, like, the sunken-in walls. So we searched up there. We searched down that way. Might have, like, one more. But we missed a side hallway up here, actually. Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, there's another one of these. So theoretically, that can have stuff in it. So we'll want to make sure we do that. Come on. One of you, please. No, not interested. At least destroy that so we can actually kill this Battlist that is annoying us. No, not hold position, please. Destroy it, though, please. Yeah, you can see this is a little... It's a little fucky at best. There's probably nothing in there, but, like, hopefully it doesn't bug out for you, I guess, is the answer. Hopefully it doesn't, you know. I don't know if, like, the passwords can be in here. No, maybe we're not able to open this one or something, even though we can open the other ones. Who knows? It is, truly mysterious. Yeah, we went left and forward. I think we searched those, like, fairly well. We've got another, like, middle room here. Oh, yeah, we got another 2 rooms to search before we're at the boss room, so we can go left here. Looks like this is not going to open up. Yep. But nothing on this side. The other side might give us our last password, potentially. Looks like it's a no on the last password. So I probably missed one of the rocks in here at some point. Probably in one of like the dark rooms where the rocks are also dark. But yeah. Just like, I mean, it's a crapshoot on whether or not you're gonna be able to like find everything. Basically, it's really a motherfucker. Maybe we'll have like one more room. We'll find those rocks that we need. Okay, we have another 2 more rooms, so it could be them. There they are. Yeah, okay, yeah, we have the last one. But yeah, like as you get towards like the end of this mission, it's like, did I miss it? Do I have to backtrack? Do I have to do the whole mission again? And so on and so forth. Okay, okay, there's all of those. And then now at that point, we have all of the objectives, I think. We have the Quokka. I think we got 5 gene stamps, pretty sure. We got all the password stuff. I know we have enough veils broken and all that. Still another room here. Like the Quokka could be here. Another gene stamp could be here. You have another Immunode, of course, as well. And then once you're finally done walking in every room and very carefully examining the ground, you can move on to this room, which is where the boss spawns. The boss is the Wolf of Saturn 6. There he is. He's going to do spins at you and stuff. He has a ton of knockdowns. This little crate here, which I just shot, you can just shoot it to open it. That's the password crate. Like, that's the cache that they're talking about.
Kahl safe, but not from honor.
So you want to stay up. Like, if you need, like, a reprieve and you need to heal, because you're trying to do, like, the no-death thing, just fly away behind the pillars. It's usually a really safe bet. Also, unfortunately, it can be really hard to, like, see the wolf in, like, the mix of all of the Grenier. But, you know.
Move out, brother.
Yeah, the Growler, like, makes, like, fairly short work of him, honestly. And have your guys revive each other, all that good business, while you're shooting them. You can throw your nades, which does like a reasonable job at like bursting him down, especially if he's gonna sit still for you. That's like always really good. He tends to not want to sit super still, but if you can catch him doing an attack, it's not so bad. Then he'll run away, and all your boys get teleported to the ship, so on and so forth. I know that I think there's one more Grenier body right before you get, yeah, right there it is. Okay, we did not have all 5 of them. Yeah, there's this right here, so make sure you don't run to the exit without checking this, because if this is your last gene stamp, you can just miss it by just walking towards the exit. I think that must be our last one, though, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's what's up. It's, you know, it's the same as the other missions, but it's on a different tile set. I think that, like, cleaned up a bit, I think it would be pretty fun. But, like, this video is, like, a half hour long, and, like, it's really a half hour of like staring directly at the ground and being like, is there a thing here? Like, let me just look. Is there anything down there? What about on this part of the floor? And I like playing as Kahl, but I don't like playing as Kahl looking for his contact lenses in every single room I walk into. I think that tends to be not particularly engaging, and like just running the mission is way more fun than having to scan every room for everything that could possibly be inside it. I would much rather have like a localized loot radar that if I'm close to something, it'll be like, hey, there's something here. Like, not even what it specifically is, but just, hey, one of your objectives is nearby, which would really cut down on just like the needless ground staring that you kind of have to do, especially whenever you're looking for something like the Quokka, which can just be like, you know, kind of anywhere. But yeah, that's the final mission for Kahl. Notable thing here, this is the week where people get access to the Egret. The Egret is an incredible weapon. I would suggest literally everyone pick up. And if you're at this rank, it costs absolutely fucking nothing. Stone cold nothing to build. 20k credits, 8500 alloy plate, 12k ferrite, whatever, 2200 kuva, whatever, 2 morphics. Like, this is secondary Brahma. I cannot stress that enough. It is really, really good. I would highly suggest you get it. There is not a secondary weapon that really compares to what this thing does. It is a like new unique slot. And like even though I call it the secondary Brahma, it allows you to use other main weapons whenever the thing that you need is the Brahma in your secondary slot. So I highly would advise getting the Egret. I have it on like a 3-forma build here, and I will have a separate video talking about the Egret itself, but this is what I'm running on it right now. The 3rd forma is just for pistol ammo mutation. It is worth noting you can just use an unranked one. Also, if you have a primed pistol ammo mutation that you do not have leveled at all, it does start at 0, so you can actually get away with this build on 2 forma. But yeah, that's something to go deeper into in another video. But yeah, that's the Kahl stuff right now. I think overall, like a few quality of life passes, and it'll be like a nice, fun weekly thing to like jam through. But as it stands right now, it's a lot of staring at the ground, which is like, you know, kind of like the least engaging part of the whole deal. But yeah, that's going to do it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Also, hey everyone, we have a new outro. So sorry this has taken a little while to get going for those of you that are over on the Patreon, but thank you so much to all of the $10+ patrons. Brutus, Salazar, Dylan Dworsky, Efrain, Jeremy Stevens, Joshua Adams, Malik X. Williams, Mitchda, Trent Hallmark, Victor, and Zach Zahner. Thank you very much for being $10 patrons. And also, thank you very much to just all the patrons in general. It's been really awesome to try and get this big website stuff off the ground. And I hope you guys continue to support me and are enjoying the content that is going up there, including this video. So yeah, it's been a fantastic time so far, and hopefully we can just keep it going. Have a good one, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoy the new outro as well. I think it came out pretty nice. And that should do it. Later, all.